All right, ladies, I am jumping on. Had some technical difficulties this morning. I apologize. Hopefully, you are waiting and wondering about what is this morning 20 from the Midlife Career Whisperer. Well, I am here to give you that overview. And first of all, I hope you've either had your coffee or you're just getting your coffee now because these morning 20s are great to kind of have as you're sitting there, kind of trying to wake up for the day. So, thank you for joining. Glad to have you here. I'm the Midlife Career Whisperer, and I am here serving midlife women and helping them design their dream career so they can experience passion and purpose in their work. Doesn't that sound amazing? That's what we all want. So, just to get us started, little bit of a background on me. I have over 20 years of leadership experience in healthcare. I have my coaching certification from IPAC, the Institute of Professional Excellence in Coaching. It is ICF accredited. And I also obtained my Energy Leadership Index Master Practitioner from that program. I have a certification in emotional intelligence and a master's in organizational leadership. Now, that's all well and good. But what's really important to know is I've had two major career transitions myself. So I started out as a CPA and auditor, leveraging that accounting degree I got. Not sure why I went down that path, other than that was a path kind of laid out in front of me and it seemed predictable. So that's what I did. Truth be told, if I knew myself at that point in time better than I know myself now, or as well as I know myself now, I would have known that wasn't the path for me. But I stayed true to it. I was raised in a family and needed to stay on the path at that point in time. We had a major life situation in our family when I was at about 40 years old. And at that point, I went back to school, got my master's in organizational leadership, and was able to jump into a brand new field of patient experience and the director at Mayo Clinic. And then I discovered coaching. And so now I've stepped into this new career as an entrepreneur and a coach for midlife women who are also seeking the career that really feels like home to them. And so, enough about me, but I wanted you to have a little bit of background and to understand why I'm so passionate about this work. So, we're talking about midlife and we're talking about careers. And midlife, in and of itself, can feel like a major crossroads in our lives. And we can suddenly feel this shift happening. Yet, we may feel uncertain of what to do with it. Sometimes it's this quiet little whisper and it's gently nudging us to consider different life options. And sometimes it's a megaphone screaming in our ear. And I've spent time with women on both sides of the spectrum and everywhere in between. And truth be told, this was me. It was me too. And that's why I'm so passionate about this work. And here is what we know, ladies. This is common. So some of us are going to listen and we're going to act. And some of us may just stay comfortably where we're at. And sometimes regretfully. So here's a common story for midlife. So prior to midlife, we are focused on achievement and accumulating things, our careers, our families, our possessions. I like to call this that accumulating part of our lives. And dang, we're knocking it out of the park, right? We're moving up the career ladder. We're growing our family. We're moving into bigger and bigger houses. And honestly, our egos are loving it too. And then midlife kind of comes around the corner. Something new starts happening. And it can feel unexpected for some of us. We look back at where we've been. We look forward to where we want to be. And there can be a gap, a noticeable gap that we see in front of us. And for some, we're facing this ambiguous career finish line. Is this really my purpose? Have I really made a difference? Is there more? I don't want to have regrets. And we begin to feel this yearning for more meaning and purpose. Dr. Carl Jung talks about this shift from ego to soul. And this is the shift, ladies. If you are experiencing this or you are feeling this, this is normal. And it can feel scary and it can feel invigorating. It can be both. So we've talked about midlife. Now I'm going to talk about one more factor. And that's the female factor. So for many of us, we've been focused on putting everyone else first, right? Our kids, our spouses, volunteer areas, teams at work, our bosses, our friends. And honestly, saying no is generally not in the genes of a female Gen X woman. We can be pretty independent and just ready to take on it all. But now, what is happening as we hit midlife? Our kids are gaining independence. Some of us are even empty nesters. We have more financial stability than ever before. And we actually have time to really think about future possibilities. So ladies, it's like a double whammy here for us. And I mean whammy in a good way. One, being pulled towards more meaning and purpose at midlife. And two, having more time and space to explore a new future and what that could mean. And having meaning and purpose in that future. And I love this for my midlife women. And at the same time, let's be honest, let's get real. I'm going to share the other side of the coin because these same women yearning for meaning and purpose, who are having the time to really reflect and think about what that could be, these same women are sharing fears, doubts, limiting beliefs that are holding them back from actually moving forward to their truest dream for themselves. So if any of this rings true for you, you're in the right place and you are my purpose. And with this, I have researched and come up with a program that takes midlife women through all the steps necessary to actually move towards, maybe even run towards their dream career. So in today's live, I'm going to share the 4 key strategies of my program so that you can begin to see the steps that are needed to move through a career transition at midlife successfully. Here's a quick preview. 1, tapping into your superpowers. 2, amplifying your mindset. 3, exploring new paths. And 4, claiming your dream career. All right, ladies, let's tap into your superpowers. First, I work with so many women who have not taken the steps to truly get to know their strengths, their values, their passions, or they've went through those exercises but not figured out or taken the time to apply them to their career. And why? Well, we're busy. Let's be honest. We have been busy in our adult lives. We've been building our careers. We're a generation of women who's been trying to change corporate America by bringing women into the fold. First generation to really do that. Second, supporting our spouses in their careers. Third, growing and loving on our families and giving our kids all the things we didn't have. So what do I mean by superpowers? So this is a unique combination of what makes you, you. We are not cookie cutters and we were never meant to be. And I truly believe that we all come here with a unique combination that when that's honored to its fullest, it allows us to bring into the world exactly what we were destined to bring. And for me, that unique combination includes our innate strengths, our values, and our passions. And I put these into 2 categories, your who and your why. So let's start with the who. That is your strengths and your values. First, your strengths. These are your natural gifts and talents. Often we don't recognize these as they are so natural to us that we just unknowingly assume others have them too. But others may really have to work for them. Second are your values. Your values represent your essence, your soul, and they tie to the deepest levels of your being. These can be so deep within us that when we are asked to work outside of them, there can be real pain that we feel. Now let's talk about our why. This is what lights your fire, ladies. These are the causes, the things, the people, the places that you feel a pull towards. And you may just wonder yourself, why doesn't everybody feel the same pull? It's like a magnet drawing you in, and you can't even explain why. This is your passion, ladies. This is your why. In my program, my clients do complete a strength assessment and a values assessment, as well as a multitude of activities to really help them uncover and embrace their unique who and why. But I'll give you a little pro tip, just something a little simple but powerful strategy to uncover your strengths. Interview five people who know you well, and ask them what they see as your strengths. Ladies, this, first of all, can be so validating, but it's also reinforcing to what you likely already know about yourself. And being equipped with this knowledge can create this new sense of confidence and purpose. And the women that I work with, they'll actually say this is the best they've ever really known themselves. And they're taking pride in that person, and they're stepping into that person without apologies. This is who I am. This is what I bring. And for most women, this can also create this overpowering pull towards purpose because the clarity is there. Now, like I said before, even with all of this, even with all this self-awareness and excitement, those fears, doubts, and limiting beliefs, they can try and take hold and keep you from moving forward, which is why it was so important that I built in strategy number 2, amplifying your mindset. Our mindset is where the true power lies. And especially at midlife, it can be so easy to convince ourselves that we're not capable or we're not deserving of achieving our dream career. And I'm going to share some of what I've heard from women that I've worked with and talked to who these women truly long to move into their next career chapter, but they are experiencing these doubts and fears and limiting beliefs. Here's some examples, and they might relate to you as well. She feels like her career has run its course, yet she feels trapped there, as this is what she knows. She feels a pull towards something new, but doesn't know what it is. She feels her heart say, it's time for new, but her head talks her out of it. She feels it's too risky to make a career change at this point in my life. She feels like her time has come and gone. She feels trapped in doing what she's always done. She feels she doesn't have any transferable skills to change careers. She normalizes being unhappy in her career, finding solace with others who feel the same. She believes she needs to continue putting the needs of others before her own. She believes she needs to stay true to her college degree for the rest of her career. She fears being judged for leaving a perfectly good career, especially at this age. Ladies, I'm here to tell you can rise above these beliefs, these doubts, and these fears because A, you are capable, and B, you are deserving of having a career that feels like home to you. Unless you've forgotten, I'm going to remind you at midlife, it's actually the perfect time to say yes to yourself and your career. 1, you have experience and lots of it. 2, you have years of accumulated wisdom. 3, you have built an army of support and resources over the years. 4, you have more time and stability than ever before. And 5, you know yourself better than you ever have. So in order to amplify your mindset, I highly, highly recommend the Energy Leadership Index assessment. This is included within my program. I actually do offer it as a standalone for women who just want that. And we leverage this assessment throughout my program because it is so powerful for the mindset work. And it helps midlife women really step into this place of possibilities. And it's at a time when it's so easy to talk ourselves out of it. Okay, ladies, strategy number 3, explore new paths. So now you know the truest version of you. You have a solid mindset that is ready to claim your greatest career possibilities. We can begin this next process of exploration. This is where we pull it all together, all that we've learned about ourselves, and we get into this possibility thinking mode. We are not limited by the past, what others think, or maybe even our own beliefs that might not be working in our favor. We're ready to explore. So I've built in several exercises in my program to assist with this process, but I'll tell you one of them. One of them is called A Day in the Life, where women in my program will reach out to other people who work in careers of interest to them. And they just start increasing their understanding of what's out there. It's a very active part of this piece of the program. And they can begin to peel back the layers of different types of careers and figuring out what they're attracted to and also come face to face with what they don't want in their careers. So this is where the rubber hits the road and action really starts happening. Strategy number 4, claiming your dream career. We can do all this exciting work of uncovering our superpowers and amplifying our mindset and exploring new paths. But until we start making a plan with action steps and accountability measures, we're just dreaming. And I know my midlife ladies did not come to me to not get some real traction. So this is where the real action begins. And in this, I provide my clients with a dream career action plan with built-in accountability measures to keep them on track. And we even go so far as exploring the what ifs and coming up with strategies to navigate them if they happen. So getting ahead of them so they do not derail them from their dreams. So these steps, they're just crucial for that forward momentum in making your dream career come true. So let's recap, ladies. 1, the 4 key strategies. 1, tapping into your superpowers. 2, amplifying your mindset. 3, exploring new paths. And 4, claiming your dream career. It's all too easy to just stay where you are or to jump to just another job that seems to make sense. And all the while feeling unsatisfied, unfulfilled, or maybe even downright miserable. And I want all of us midlife women to see the future of career possibilities for themselves and to know that they're capable and deserving of having a career that aligns with their purpose. Ladies, if this resonated with you, stay tuned as I'm coming back at you every Friday for the Morning 20. And next week, I'm going to walk through the 8 key factors to consider in evaluating your career alignment. And it's a juicy one. Ladies, I truly enjoyed my time with you this morning, sending love your way. And I want you to always remember, it's never too late.